check.
Can you analyse some of my tracks, please, Henry? Can I send to you?
So let's go straight up next one. But nice one, Wardy. Thanks for that, mate. That's great. Kaniun or Kaniun. I'm not sure. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This one's called Love Fall.
Straight away, sonically, that's in a good place.
Something. We're listening to the tunes. I really like the vibe of this one. It's got funk.
The foundation of this record is cool. The idea, I mean, I would maybe, like, it's kind of got that almost like fretless feel to the bass. Yeah. Get a bass player to come and play that,
go old school
and give you some feels and you know, turnarounds, that kind of stuff. If you're going to go down that road, go for it. Again, it goes back to what we were saying previously about investing in the potential of your track. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday. I think the lines in production have got very blurred now. Now, you know, you're expected to be the engineer, the producer, the musician. Don't be frightened if you're not particularly good at one aspect of it. I'm not a good keyboard player, as anyone who's worked with me will testify. In fact, I'm very bad. So if I need chords or I need someone who can play the keyboard better than me, then I'll get someone to come in and play the keyboards for me, because then my track will benefit from their skills. And I think what's happened is that there's been a blur between the idea of ghost production and producing records. Like, inherently, the idea of a producer would be to get all the right people in the room to give you the end product, and you project manage that, because they're all going to look at you and go, well, what next? What do I do now? So you've got to steer that ship. But if you want that kind of bass line and you want it 50% better, then get a bass player to come in and say, look, I put this idea down, what can you do that's better? And they're like, okay, how about this? You know, because there's a few little gaps in it, and they give it that real live feel, you know, almost like that Kid Creamy type of feel. Yeah. And that's really interesting. The fact that you've gone for that and not just a sub is interesting. So I like the foundation. Also the vocal, you know, we were talking previously, Chain of Fools, heard it a million and one times, you know, done it's nice placeholder, and it's exactly tonally in the right pocket of what you want to achieve.
It does work well.
Energy. Well, I've heard it 20 times.
Yeah.
I bet you've got to clear it, and people have done it before. Go and find someone, go, right, I've done this, this is the vibe I'm going for. Can you do me something like that? Get online, find people. Singers are desperate to work with people, you know. They're out there. All of these people are out there to be worked with. Just push yourself that little bit harder.
The other thing I'm not sure about is those
Little
sound effects on the drop. You don't need them. You don't need them.
It just confuses that. It confuses.
Yeah.
The drums, it comes in for the drop.
And
You're like, whoa!
It sort of goes on to something else we were saying yesterday as well, and we touched on the last track. The importance of sound choice. I mean, even going right back to the beginning when you're starting the track, it's so crucial, the choices you make from everything, your kick, your hat, your clap, and it makes the difference, all difference to your track. And the choices of those, the kick's wicked, but those sounds on the drop, those kind of effects,
don't need them.
That bright horn one and the other one, you don't need them. They're confusing, and I just don't think they're as quality and as cool as the rest of those.
No, I think you're throwing in a kind of generic refrain to the end of a drop that is not in keeping with the style of this record. You've gone against the mold with the kind of more live bass feel, and the percussion you've used. It's like a sort of generic tech house thing. You don't need to do that. I think do something different. But in terms of the vibe of this record and the foundation, I think it's really cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Well done, really good.
Nice one,
really
nice
cool.
one, Kaniun. Cool, right, next one, Steph and Guy, Not